So I'm on striker. It did me well. I went 10-4. Luckily got top 64, which weren't too bad. Love the deck, honestly, it did me well. But yeah, so we were playing 3 Ray. That's the one. 3 Ray, 2 Rose. 2 Rose because the list I'm playing is Desires, so you need the second one just in case one gets banished. Losing both is pretty rough, but again, that's why we play the second, just to make sure that doesn't happen. Then for the striker cards, obviously we're playing 3 Engage, 3 Linkage. I play 3 Widow Anchor. Most times I sided out 1 because 3 was a bit much. But again, with the Desires version, banishing too many of these becomes an issue. So having more is better than having less. Play 2 Lemnis, exact same reason. We play Jamming Waves, Shark Cannon, and Hornet Drones. This tech choice I really enjoyed, especially playing into KT matches. I had a game against a KT where I popped their set card, had 3 spells in grave, and popped the remix before they'd even have a chance to use the effect. So it came up clutch for me. So that's all the striker cards. Like I said, Desires list, so playing 3 Desires, playing the Radiant Typhoon Vision. I'm not playing MST. I thought it'd be a brick, and to be fair, I did not miss the MST. We've got enough back row removal with 0 effect to pop, with the Jamming Waves and other cards like that, so never missed it. 3 upstart, draw power and consistency, you can't go wrong.
Would you change the Desires?
I never liked playing Desires originally, but the more and more I've played it, the extra draw 2 is always good to have. Especially if, you know, everything else gets interrupted. Drawing into Engage or drawing into other pieces is always useful. For the non-engine, we are on the Virtuous package. I was originally playing Virtuous and Super Poly, but that made the extra deck extremely tight. So I'm really glad that I actually cut down on the Super Polys and just played these, because these do wonders. Being able to dodge imperms and dodge other cards and just clear boards and just infinite recursion of destruction, can't complain. I then play 3 Crown. This, MVP, honestly. Whenever I resolved it, always worked well. Even if I'm using it on my own cards just to survive an extra turn.
Are these the Starlights?
They are the Starlights,
oh,
yes.
Baby.
Very pretty cards. But I had a game against a Malice player where they Lightning Storm my back row, so I used the Crown to protect my 0, so I had plays next turn, and it worked out well for me. I managed to OTK them that turn. Then we play the 3 Droplet. Yeah, can't go wrong with this. It's kind of awkward sometimes, especially if you don't see monsters, because a lot of the decks in this format are obviously playing monster effects, so unless you've got a monster to send, it's a bit awkward, but again, I never really complain seeing them. We play the 1 Talents, the 1 Rotor, and the 1 Call By, and that's a 40 card main deck.
Before we get into the extra inside, you got any shout-outs?
So I want to shout out all my boys at Guilty Games, everyone that's came to support me in that lot. Yeah, honestly, I couldn't have done it without you guys. All the testing that we did, you know, it helped me a lot. It really did.
Any shout-outs to Big Mike making a sandwich in the back?
I got the crowns.
Yeah, you got me the crowns. Managed to get a lot of the good cards that I've got from Michael. So honestly, I can't thank you all enough. But yeah. So onto the extra deck. I play 2-0. There were a few times where I missed the 3rd, but all in all, as long as you're using Lemnis Gate correctly and bouncing the cards back to deck, like, I didn't really miss the 3rd. It was only like 1 or 2 games that I was like, I kind of wish the 3rd one was there just so I actually had plays, but other than that, it wasn't too big of an issue. We play obviously the 3 Kagari. The recursion of this card is amazing. This is the best card in the extra deck, hands down. We play the Wanamatsu. This works pretty well playing into boards. You can Hornet Drones go straight into this, and especially against Cool Toon, their Zalin is basically checked. So yeah, I prefer this over Kaina now, so I'm glad that's come out. Shizuku, 9 times out of 10 going first, I always end on this, searching Hornet Drones, so I've got follow-up for next turn. It worked really well. Hayate, amazing under droll. Being able to go second if I get drolled, just go into this, attack, go into the Kugari and add back that engage or anything else I send. It worked out really, really well. The one Zeke, this won me a couple of games to be fair. Being able to just link any 2 monsters, one that I steal and a striker, banish whatever's left, gain 1,000 attack and then start beating. Really, really like the Zeke. One Azalea and then one Camellia as well. These pieces, well, these two are basically the same card. It worked amazingly. Camellia, especially when I saw a lot of hands with Rain Rose and not enough spells in grave, the Camellia came in clutch. So I'm really glad I actually played that. And then for the Fallen and Virtuous package, I played the one Albion, the one Ecclesia, and the one Dragon that devours the Dogma. This, in testing, really, really good against Branded. You're able to Shark Cannon, special summon back their Albaz, discard a card and fuse their board away. So it's not only a Fallen and Virtuous target, but it's a form of board breaker. So it's really, really good. And these two, amazing. Like, they're self-explanatory, really. And then the last card, we play the one Typhon. It was a flex spot, and to be fair, I'm glad I played this. Being able to steal your opponent's monster and not give it back, no, can't complain. So yeah, 15 card extra. Now for the side, we played the one Hamp as a searchable Kaiju. My main thought process was that with this is if I'm up against a Lunalight player and they can't get to the second Liger, being able to search the Hamp and, you know, just get rid of the Liger, no issues, was a good idea. And in the mirror, if you Hamp over their extra deck monster, put it in the main monster zone, it shuts off their spells and they can't revive Ray. So I thought this would be really good. Unfortunately, I didn't have any mirror matches, so it never really came up, but I would not have a side deck without this. Now this one's a bit of an interesting one. Against Cool Toon, I thought double Lava Golem. Similarly for the Lunalights anyway, but Cool Toon more times than not end on Remix and Zalin, so being able to just tag them out, get rid of them, and then go in linkage and still being able to play on is pretty fun. And then especially if like they build up big boards, you Lemniscate, return this to hand, and then you just Lava Gold them again. It's kind of funny. We play the 2 draw inside. This came in my hand too many times. The amount of times I'd see double, and it was a bit, so I relegated it to the side. And to be fair, I don't miss it in main. It's pretty good, but that's the monsters. We played 2 Thrust, 1 Harpies, 1 Rageki, 1 Lightning Storm. Board breakers, I think that's the best part of this format. A lot of decks are just hand trapping, so if you can just break their board, I think that's a lot better than hand trapping them, because a lot of decks are very resilient to hand traps at the moment. We also play the extra Shark Cannon. Obviously with the Desires list, you risk banishing a lot of cards, so having a second Shark Cannon specifically for the Mitsurugi matchups and the Brendan matchups, it comes in clutch. And then finally we've got the traps. We play the 3 Accusations and the 1 Judgment. These came in amazingly when I got to see them. None once per turn, banish all cards. Like my last matchup was against Cool Toon. Game 3, I draw into 2 of these. I set both. He tries Virtuousing me, I banish all 3 Virtuous, and then he tries going KTS and I banish all 3 of those, and it just absolutely demolishes them. There's not many decks that can play without losing all 3 of an important spell, so really, really good. The Judgment I never saw, really, but when it does come up, I mean, it's a really good way to stop your opponent's plays if they only end on or only have 1 important card. But yeah, that's the deck.
So would you change anything?
probably not, to be fair. Everything felt really, really good. At a push, I might cut the Typhon for the third 0, but even then, like I say, as long as you're managing the Lemniscape flips properly, you don't need it. So having that versatility does come in.